G'day, it's Pat Howard. I head up Team Performance for Cricket Australia, and you're here today with me in the Bupa NCC, greatest facilities in world cricket.
What sort of management challenges are you going to face in terms of player availability and all those sorts of things?
Yeah, look, and it is a challenge. I think it's been well documented, the leading with Johnson, Harrison settled into the Ashes. And we had 8 big test matches with the 5 of the Ashes and 3 in South Africa, and they literally, the guys just got over the line. So it is a massive, massive calendar, and we don't have a break until the 3rd week of June 2017. So looking after the bowlers there, making sure the batsmen get to mentally recuperate a lot of the time, I think is important as well. And you've also got to throw in the travel. It's incredible. So it is a challenge. We need to make sure we've got players ready and raring to go. But we think we've got some really good players playing for Australia, and we've also got some really good depth, and a lot of them prepare here at the Bupa NCC.
Do you think players can continue to juggle playing all 3 formats, and you throw in the IPL and domestic cricket? Is it sometimes a point of just too much cricket?
No, I don't think. I think if every player tries to play every game in every format all the time, I think that's too much. But I do think at certain times you're going to have to miss certain games or certain training sessions to refresh. We monitor players daily. They put in information, and we'll pull them out of training first rather than miss a game. But occasionally players miss a tour either through injury or whatever else, and you know that we've seen that happen a little bit. But there is a lot of games on, and particularly those guys that play all 3 formats. That's your big challenge.
So how much of that is planning, and how much is sort of just doing it on the run when you're just assessing, you know, how stressed or how tired players are?
Well, we do it for players and management. So management, obviously, it's not as hard to plan for. They don't get, their injuries aren't usually as severe. But in terms of players, there is some planning. You know, obviously there are forced. David Warner's a great example where he stayed home for the birth of a child. And I think that allowed us to get some good planning in place. But at the same stage, we have injuries, and we know they're coming. We can't get blokes back to play with enough bowling underneath them, and as a consequence, you know, they'll miss tours. So it's a fairly well documented process. You know, test match cricket, we liken it to running a marathon, so it takes a lot of preparation to get that up and running. So a lot of planning goes in, particularly the test match series is where a lot of that planning goes.